welcome to Istanbul.
Yes, Istanbul. We're going to
Hagia Sophia.
well done. And we're just walking it, but there are other options. Look at that. Nice tram, like cable car.
Today, we are visiting one of the most iconic and historically significant buildings in the world, Hagia Sophia, located in the heart of Istanbul, Turkey. In this video, we are diving deep into the history, architecture, and cultural significance of Hagia Sophia. First, let's talk about the history of Hagia Sophia. The story of this building begins all the way back in 537 AD. At the time, it was the largest cathedral in the world and stood as the center of Orthodox Christianity for nearly 1,000 years. Hagia Sophia was constructed to be the supreme symbol of the Byzantine Empire's glory and power. Its massive dome, which seems to float above the central nave, was a groundbreaking engineering feature for its time. The dome is about 31 meters in diameter and was, at the time of its completion, the largest dome in the world. The clever use of windows surrounding the base creates the illusion that the dome is suspended in the air, as if by divine intervention. It is no wonder they called it the Church of Holy Wisdom. Inside, the beauty of Hagia Sophia is overwhelming. The walls are adorned with mosaics that depict religious scenes, many of which were created in the 9th and 10th centuries. You can still see some of the original Christian iconography, like images of Jesus, Mary, and various saints. But it wasn't destined to stay as a cathedral forever. After the fall of Constantinople in 1453, the Ottomans conquered the city, and Hagia Sophia was transformed into a mosque. They added minaret and covered some of the Christian mosaic with plaster. It was a beautiful fusion of Byzantine and Islamic architectural elements. For centuries, Hagia Sophia stood as a mosque until 1935, when it was converted into a museum by the founder of modern Turkey, Atatürk. It remained a museum for almost 85 years, drawing visitors from all over the world who came to admire its unique blend of Christian and Islamic artistry. But in 2020, the status of Hagia Sophia changed once again, when the Turkish government decided to convert it back into a mosque. Despite this, it still remains open to visitors, and you can come here to experience its architecture and history.
We just came out of the
Hagia Sophia.
Hagia Sophia. Quite nice.
They have audio tour.
Very interesting Byzantine basilica that's been converted into an Ottoman mosque, basically. And so now it's being operated as a mosque on the first ground floor and as a tourist destination on the upper level. So just did the walk through the upper level.
Yeah, you are only allowed to go to the second level if you are a tourist.
Yeah.
If you are living in Turkey,
and you're here to pray,
or Muslim,
yes, you can go to the lower level and explore that. So, very popular location for sure.
It's too popular that they charge now.
And they're charging a lot.
It is €25 per person.
Which is the most expensive place we have been so far, ever.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy because we've been to a few places.
Yeah.
So so that's definitely a bit pricey.
Yes.
And hopefully they'll adjust that because it is a little too steep in my mind.
Yes.
Not that it's not worth going to. It's definitely worth going to. It's just it's so steep that I guess it'll be effective. They want to cut down the crowds, but it'll be so effective that it'll price certain people out. They won't even be able to go see it and learn all this history.
And we just went to the Hagia Sophia itself. We didn't go to the museum. If you go to the museum, it is at least 67 Canadian or something.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's more than we're paying for accommodation. So,
yes.
so it's crazy. Just walk through. So hopefully they adjust that, or at the very least introduce some sort of one day. Like a free entry so that people who can't afford that can come in on that one day, like one day a month or something. We've seen this in other destinations like the Vatican, and it seemed to work really well. Give people access because not everyone's got that kind of change kicking around, so it's nice that everyone will be able to access it. So we'll put that in the suggestion box. So I just wanted to add another point of interest, which is what we saw in there regarding the mosaics and the similarities between the mosaics here in this converted basilica and the mosaics that we witnessed in Thessaloniki. Because in Thessaloniki you can see many other churches and basilicas with similar architecture from the Byzantine Empire. And it's really interesting to see how they compare to what would have been here at that same time period, before the Ottomans took this area over, but didn't actually end up taking over, I guess, that area, or didn't modify the churches that we saw in Thessaloniki.
So it was a church, and then being turned into a mosque. Yeah, so that's why there are like a lot of things that are like with church elements inside. And so it's almost like Thessaloniki. It's like looking at it, the unaltered version, and then here you get to look at the altered version. Yeah, mosque. It's like a mosque now.
Yeah, it's a mosque now. So that it's a real hybrid, and it shows where the cultures and the different empires, I guess, have come and gone, and it really shows you that history here. It's got the layers here.
Yes.
Whereas the other, in combination with the other churches that we've witnessed, they show kind of the whole story, piece by piece. When you look at one there and then come here.
They are Orthodox church.
They're Orthodox church, Christian Orthodox church, and then you come here, you see a Christian Orthodox church that's been converted to a mosque.
It's like a transition.
Yeah, so it's very interesting to see that, the combination.
And on the second floor, because we are only allowed to go on the second floor, you can look down and then see the prayers area, which is pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, and it's been obviously very changed since, because in the Christian Orthodox you'll have pews and places for people to sit, where here it's more of a open area for folks to kneel and
kneel.
And worship there. So very interesting to see the contrast. So I'll leave you with that thought, and we'll wander around a little bit here and see what else we can see.
Hagia Sophia is more than just a building. It is a symbol of the convergence of civilizations, religions, and cultures. It has been a cathedral, a mosque, a museum, and now a mosque again. And no matter what its status is, it continues to be a source of pride and wonder for people around the world. We hope you enjoyed this journey through Hagia Sophia's incredible history and architecture. If you like this video, please give us a thumb up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more travel content. If you have visited Hagia Sophia, please let us know in comments about your travel experience. We would love to hear your thoughts. Until then, happy travels!